And our snow will continue to fall right on through morning commute time. In fact, that's when I think most of it will fall here in the lower elevations. And you can see we're right at that freezing mark for much of the morning, so it will begin to stick, and light accumulations are likely as we go on into the afternoon. Snow showers are expected to become much lighter and more widely scattered. We do rise to a few degrees above freezing, and so some of that snow will melt, but then tonight it will quickly refreeze with much colder air moving in. Right now we do see that wintry mix, predominantly snow over the mountains. We do see some rain mixing in though at some of the lower elevations around Hendersonville, also around Brevard, and also in Tryon as these temperatures cool a little bit. Again, it could be a little bit slick going, especially along the South Carolina state line. And again, widespread snow is all part of this big winter storm system marching eastward. It will continue to do that throughout the day. Behind all the moisture, we have that much colder air. And this Arctic air, we're not feeling it today. It will take a while to get here, but well below zero in places like Minneapolis, down in the single digits in St. Louis, 16 in Cincinnati. And this is the cold air that will be moving in tonight. But for today, for morning commute time, all about the light snow showers and some slippery road conditions. So give yourself a little extra time. Widely scattered, mainly light snow showers. And we see on this futurecast, some of them could be as far south as the Upstate, although I do think it will be a little too warm in most locations for much, if anything, to stick down there. Meanwhile, we head into evening commute time. Still can't rule out a few very light snow showers. We get a lull in the action for the evening. Then here comes tomorrow morning, really cold air, and we have those high elevation snow showers that just kind of hug the Tennessee state line, and that's where we'll see some of those totals add up. For today, between 1 and 2 inches in the higher elevations in and around Asheville, most of us traced to 1 inch likely, and then up to ½ an inch in the Upstate. Now tomorrow we'll see more snow in those highest elevations, 2 to 4 inches, and we in Asheville could pick up a trace to ½ an inch of snow. 38 for your high today, and we will wrap it up with the 2 weather-worn days and the brutally cold air that we'll be working in tonight and staying around on into Friday morning when we drop down to a low of 14. And of course, we have News 13's Gracie Matisse, and she is joining us live now in Madison County this morning. And Gracie, looking out there right now.
Yeah, Karen, I'll tell you, the snow really coming down more than we've seen at all this morning. It's also starting to stick to the ground, and I've been keeping an eye on 26. It seems like you can see the snow, but it's blowing along with the tires, not necessarily sticking to the roadway right now. So I want to give you a look at what we're looking here. You can really see the snow coming down. Good stuff there. Of course, North Carolina DOT crews getting ready for this snowstorm. They put out brine and salt on the roadways. Governor Stein also giving a briefing and his thoughts on the biggest safety concerns.
This winter storm will likely hit the majority of the state. At this time, our greatest concerns are potential power outages and road safety.
So of course you can play a part in keeping the roads safe. You want to increase that following distance, especially on those DOT trucks. They need a lot of distance when they are plowing those roads, when they're putting any kind of treatment down. So certainly keep that in mind. As we've talked about, the snow coming down really at that commute time when a lot more folks are going to get out on the roadways. Make sure to bundle up as well. It's obviously pretty cold out there. We'll send it back to you all in the studio. Good morning to you. I am News 13's Gracie Matisse, live in Madison County, tracking conditions for you as the first wave of this winter storm comes into western North Carolina. As you can see, the snow is consistently coming down, and We've seen it heavier at some points, lighter at others, but it is starting to accumulate on the ground, as you can see behind me here, especially in some of these grassy areas. But when you look out to the road behind me, it really just looks wet. There's not a lot of accumulation on the roadway, but of course you still want to keep an eye out if you do have to head out today. The temperature is obviously low enough for it to be snowing, and so that could create some slick areas for you. Other than that, visibility is another issue as well. So you want to keep that in mind if you're heading through some of this winter storm. Karen, we've been following this throughout the morning, and we're also going to get ready for tomorrow's system coming in.
Yeah, Gracie, you've certainly been a trooper being out there in the cold, and this is not the real cold. That will be coming our way tomorrow. Meanwhile, we do have the snow coming down at the Cataloochee ski area, one of the locations I'm sure that is happy to see it, and we do have more snow showers continuing to move in from the west. We also have some rain mixing in the northern part of the upstate. We are down to freezing right now in Asheville, so what is falling is sticking. We will go above freezing for those afternoon high temperatures. That means we'll have a bit of snow melting off, but after we hit that high of 38 today, we are going to see any snow melt refreeze in a big way as we drop down to 20 degrees and don't get above freezing on Thursday.